It is Monday, 24th, February 2025. It's on 1:50 p.m. So we're just after lunch, but I'm having lunch now. And I just wanted to check in with everybody, make sure we're all good. We're writing, we're thinking, we're posting, we're working on our copy, we're following the program. And a couple of things I wanted to just touch upon today. I put out a message a little while ago about doing a call. I would like to do a call. I would like to do a call, and it would be cool to just get everybody in the room, whoever can make it. You might even have to do two calls, just given time zone constraints. But it'd be great to get, 4 or 5 people at minimum on a call, have a chat, share some insight, maybe talk about some of the curriculum. There is a ton of stuff that is behind the scenes on LinkedIn and social media and algorithms and stuff like that. And you may have seen a little bit more aggressive commentary from me about certain things. It's not because I'm taking a shot at anyone. It's just the things that I have started to unearth, some of the things that I see. And as an expert, and when I say expert, I mean like as somebody that spends a ridiculous amount of time on a particular platform doing one thing, you do start to see patterns and the scams, the shams, the techniques, the tactics, all that. I've said that heaps of times before, but you start to see some of those things. So yeah, so pretty keen to get a call in. I'm thinking it's going to be like late evening my time, which would be something like 9:30, 10 p.m. Sydney time, which would be some sort of morning time in the US and some morning time in Europe, if not some crazy, ridiculous early morning time. My time, which would be like 3, 4, 5 a.m., which would be like early afternoon in the US, early afternoon, evening in Europe. So, these are the sacrifices that I'm willing to make. So I don't know how I'm gonna do it. I might put up a thread in school with a poll or something like that. I think rather than just I don't want to keep it messy in here. And then I just wanted to share a little bit around about data hygiene. So this post is not a shot at anyone. There are no stupid questions in this group, okay? And there are no stupid people in this group. This applies to the corporate world. If you know, you know. So I've noticed a couple of people posting up their links here and not on school. Please do it in school because it helps with obviously the noise and getting a community together. So if you notice here that my URL here is linkedin.com feed /feed /update /URN or li : activity : 729 blah 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 blah. And that's a relatively short link. And if you look in the chat today, you'll see that Ben's put he's done the right thing. He's put his number 6/3, and then he's got this ridiculously long URL. And that URL will normally pop up when let me just double click this. When you go into your feed, so when you go into your profile and you scroll down and you go to activity, I've got mine set up to images, so the images will pop up when people look at mine. But if you go to posts, you don't click on the actual image or the post, because if you do that, what happens is it'll open up a new window to your profile. That's my website, my landing page. That's what it's clicked there. So if you click here, it should theoretically open up to your profile, which is not what we want. What we want, and so it's opening up here. So what we want is, if you notice that on the more, if you click here, that same short URL pops up here. And that short URL only pops up when your copy is long. So to give you an idea, in this particular, if I look at the day before, there is no more. And so I cannot click this and I can't get that short URL. The way to get a short URL is a couple of ways. One is you come to your posts, you come to more. If you know there's a lot more copy, you hit more and you get the short URL. If the copy is relatively short, like here, where it says, even Jesus had religion, nothing. If I click on this, it'll either take me back to my profile, which it's doing a loop now, or if I go show all posts, you'll see I can scroll down here, but it's still, I can't access the URL. I can't access the URL. So I could go to view analytics. It'll show you who's looked at it. And if I click on this, you'll notice that it goes back to the URL, the short URL. So that's one way of doing it. The other way of doing it is in your notifications feed. When somebody likes a post, if you click on that piece of content that somebody's liked, what'll happen is the short URL will come up again. And that's it. And so Control C, Control V, and then you won't get, this long URL here. So save this video, watch it, do it again. It's just very helpful. It just makes it a lot easier. And if you've got any ideas on how you want to do it, like just ping me directly. Let's try and keep this chat for content, feedback, posting up your dailies, all that sort of stuff. And I'm going to end on this. And I'm going to polarize. I'm going to polarize those of you that go like, oh, it's the weekend and I want to post on the best days and stuff like that. If you have just bought 𝗖𝗶𝘁𝗵 for 30 and you do not know how social media works and you have not written on LinkedIn and you don't understand how algorithms work, post every day. And the reason I say post every day is that getting to the end of 𝗖𝗶𝘁𝗵 for 30, like a 30-day sprint, is not a done and one. It is not, hey, I've got 30 days worth of content. The people that really, really, really kill it on 𝗖𝗶𝘁𝗵 for 30 are the ones that just keep going. And they study and they refine and they repurpose and they just keep, just working on their craft. They use data, they observe what's happening in the market, they look at trends, all of that sort of stuff. And if you are only posting Monday to Friday and you go, well, Monday's the best day to post and today's like Saturday afternoon, so I'm not going to post, you are doing yourself a disservice. And the reason that you're doing yourself a disservice is that you do not have the muscle memory to keep writing. Your brain is not trained where ideas are ideating very fast, and you don't have a large enough sample of content for you to repurpose. So if you do what everyone else is doing, that's the result you're going to get. But if you do what everyone else isn't doing, you will get extraordinary results because it's unique, it's different. And I will say, and I'll caveat with this, there is an inordinate amount of bullshit on the internet with stuff like work less, do this, do that. That is absolute bullshit because no one ever became a master in their field by doing less than the people that knew more. You must do more to keep up to a point that you start to iterate, refine, understand how the algorithm works, understand what the current trends are, and you start to see the bullshit. You start to call stuff out. So if the weekends are a tough thing, schedule ahead. If you're only going to do 5 today, that's fine. I respect that as well. I don't have a problem with that. But if you're looking to go full time and be a content creator, be a ghostwriter, build an agency, promote your business or whatever it is, and this is a big part of that strategy, I encourage you to write on the weekends. I encourage you to post, and don't hold back on putting your good stuff just Monday to Friday. Like, forget that. Just post, 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 because your first 30 days is just a ticket. It's the admission ticket to come and become a digital writer. And it's day 31 through to 2055 that's going to make you the master. So yeah, so don't mean to be lecturous, if that's such a word, but just keep writing, and all of the answers, all of the stuff that Dickie and Cole distilled in the digital course, all the answers are there. Like, the reason that you're posting on LinkedIn is because you want to get it out really quickly. You're looking for insights, you're looking for signal. You're probably not going to get signal in the first 30 days, but that's okay because you're building up the mindset as well. You're building up your muscle memory. You're building up your content library. You're getting over your fear of just going, shit, are people going to judge me? And guess what? They are going to judge you. And then after a while, they're not going to judge you and they're going to start going, that's really cool. What are you doing? And if anyone here wants to share on experiences around that, you all know those that have had these conversations, the people will reach out and they'll say, that's really cool. And they're lurkers and they've probably never engaged in your content. And they don't talk about that in 𝗖𝗶𝘁𝗵 for 30 because it's not about that. It's about getting content out. So write every day, get your 30 for 30 done, and speak to you in the next video. God bless.